Godzilla and Kong have faced a lot in the Monsterverse, but their greatest challenge yet is about to invade their world. Godzilla took on Superman in the first chapter of Godzilla vs. Kong vs. the Justice League. And I didn't think they could possibly make any more of an epic matchup than that, but I was wrong. The next chapter in this series will have Godzilla, Kong, and the entire Monsterverse planet of Earth taking on invaders from the DC world. And this time, they are set to be much, much larger. The best character by a million miles in Monarch Legacy of Monsters and pretty much all of the Monsterverse of late is set to appear. Stay tuned to find out who. So famous icons from DC will be kaiju-fied, exaggerated to extreme sizes in order to give the Titans worthy opponents. Think Power Rangers in a sense. And we now have some insight into the plot that tells us why we're going to see King Shark this size of Godzilla. Let's talk about this Godzilla and King Shark. Let's talk about this Godzilla and King Shark image that they've revealed. Right off the bat, I have to say this is amazing framing going on right here. The angle of the two characters looking at each other is just superb in my opinion. This is how you make kaiju look cool in comic form. And the detail in this comic is really some of the best I've seen not named from Zid regarding Godzilla and Kong. Placing them near a stadium is a really good idea too. It helps give a sense of their extreme scale. And obviously we know Godzilla's probably gonna win, but this has all the signs of being an epic battle and probably fairly matched evenly, I'd say, until Godzilla starts spamming his go-to weapon. Task Force X, or what you probably know them as, the Suicide Squad, will be setting forth a plan to develop hybrid titans that could be controlled by Amanda Waller. You know, this lady. This plan is to mostly be used as a way of protecting Earth. Mostly. The suspicious activity of Waller and the squad in the past is enough to make the Justice League decide that this hybrid titan plan is a no-go. But to stop this, they must now be the ones to enter a new universe. In the first chapter of this series, the Titans went into the DC universe. Now it's swapped. DC is coming to the Monster universe. The Monsterverse. Let's take a look at these iconic DC characters. Just like the first chapter in this series, the artwork for the human characters or the humanoid characters, top notch. This is what you want to see characters looking like in a comic series. Muscular, attractive, downright swole. Just look at Killer Croc and King Shark. I wish the live action stuff could meet this honestly. It just looks like we're going to be getting some of that classic Suicide Squad goodness, which should make this chapter highly entertaining. And after the drama of their last escapade in this series, you just know when they come across Godzilla and Kong that the Titans are going to be like, You. Let's talk about Kong and the Justice League a little bit. There's been a page revealed showcasing Kong jumping at the Justice League, slamming down hard where they were standing mere moments prior. This makes me wonder what Kong and the other Titans are thinking as they're seeing these humans that are just as strong and capable as them. Must be driving them crazy. No wonder why he's so pissed. And it's not just the villains or neutral characters being uber-sized up, we're also going to see some of the heroes blown up to gigantic proportions. Now for the super cool Monsterverse character appearance. The one and only, Colonel Lee Shaw will be making his return. After season 1 of Monarch ended, most of us were left asking ourselves, did they really just kill Lee off screen? Which would be horrible if they did that, or was he going to be seen in season 2, or maybe even something else? We're gonna have to wait a while longer to learn his fate in the live action part of the universe, but it's confirmed that the one character since Serizawa died in the Monsterverse that has actually managed to impress me and amp up the game in terms of good character design, writing, and acting will be in at least some of this next chapter. We don't know which version of Lee we're gonna get. Is it gonna be pre or post Axis Mundi? Or if he's even gonna resemble the Russells at all in this comic form. Technically he should, but I doubt the studio wants to pay to use their likeness if I had to make a guess. But if Legendary or Apple, because we know DC ain't got nothing to do with it, wanted to fork over the cash to buy Kurt Russell's face in comic form, it would benefit them and help them make their universe actually feel like one for a change. But once again, don't hold your breath on that one. Godzilla vs. Kong vs. the Justice League is going to be available for pre-order on March 21st, that's pretty soon. And will hit comic and online stores this summer, June 4th. This is probably the best current comic series that has Godzilla and Kong in it, so I think you should really keep your eye out for the series. Don't sleep on the comics to all you newer fans. Most of the recent Monsterverse comics have a ton of flaws. They don't really feel like they match the lore that's already been given to us in the Monsterverse, but this series is one of the best collaborations out there first off. And for some reason it feels like it fits in the Monsterverse lore and timeline more than the actual Monsterverse comics that have been coming out lately. So if you're all about seeing Godzilla and Kong do really cool epic things, this series is a good place to look at. For more updates on this series and Godzilla and Kong in general, you guys know what to do. Do all that YouTube stuff. This has been Jacob, and I'll see you in the next one.